So I'm back finishing up chapter 14, The Coldest Winter Ever. This house is big enough for everybody. Listen, sweetie, I'm sure you're Gia's girl. However, this is not Gia's house. Now we have it rented for a video shoot until 12 midnight. I got to get every shot finished by then. So I have to ask you to leave in the interest of Gia's money. Overtime is an ass kicker in this neighborhood. She tossed my clothes at me. I flung the door open, turned left and right to figure which direction to head in. As I moved down the marble staircase, I suddenly noted how beautiful yet empty the house seemed. I was mad at the sarcastic woman upstairs, but I wasn't worried. I was certain that what I put on GS last night would stick. I wouldn't have to go looking for him. He would find me. When I exited from the multi-thousand-dollar crab door, it reminded me of my old house on Long Island. Just acres of perfect landscaping and trimmed trees. Finding a bus stop will be looking for a lost contact lens. Once I walked past the evergreens, I saw the black truck that we all rode over here in. The huge security guy who were the phantom comedians of last night were now looking very sober and serious about guarding his house. As soon as one of them spotted me, he called out, "Where you headed, lovely?" Slowly walking towards him, I weighed my options. I'm trying to get back to the city. You can ride with me if you can wait until 11, then when I get off. That's when I get off. Ooh. Where were you last night? I asked him. I don't remember your face. Why would you? He said casually. We putt-putted in his Dawson. The deteriorating Jopley was so slow it added 40 minutes onto what should have been a quick trip. Maybe it was because his speed thermometer wouldn't break 45 miles per hour. As I crawled out of his car, I asked, "So where the black trucks rented just like the house?" "So were the black trucks rented just like the house?" "Yep, just for the video shoot," he said nonchalantly. "Listen, I see you around," he said, while looking, he wondered if he had a chance with me. I muttered back, "No, you won't see me," and I slammed the door. Soldier was aggravated when I got upstairs in the house. As she munched on some barbecue chips, more out of a habit than hunger, she asked, "Have you seen Lauren?" "Not since last night," I responded, walking straight back to my bedroom. She knew better than to try to get into my business. As I relaxed on the comfortable bed, I thought about everything. My only regret was not getting a photograph, autograph, or a piece of G.S. personal belongings. Nobody would ever believe me if I told them that me and him got down together. But I soothed myself with the idea that there was still time. As the minutes slipped away 60 seconds at a time, I waited patiently for Lauren. Hell, she was there last night. She was a witness. Me and her would have one up on Soldier. While she strutted around all proud, Lauren and I would know that she didn't really have it all as tight as she thought she did. After all, she let me slide that ace right out of her hand. Stuffing envelopes and answering phone was not my line of work, but Lauren didn't come home in 2 days. She didn't even call. Soldier was more worried than anything. Somewhere along the line, I guess she decided to substitute me for her sister, because here I was doing all the goddamn work. I wanted Lauren to come back just as much as she did. It was as if I was left alone in the apartment with a set of giant eyes watching me. Soldier had a way of looking at people that I didn't like. She was very slick about using every minute that she's around a person to ask certain questions, which led her to knowing more and more than she needed to know, or more than a person wanted to give up. "I never heard you mention your father. Is he alive?" she would ask in an innocent voice, as if she didn't know that it's disrespectful to ask a nigga about their daddy. "Yeah, he alive," I answered with the mind your fucking business tone. Each time the phone rang, I was hoping that it was midnight. Above anything else, I always pictured him as the man who could rescue me. I wonder what kind of game Soldier was playing, or if she even really knew him at all. If she knew him well, why didn't she have his phone number or address? A lot of people don't have phones, but everybody got an address. While filling in for Lauren, I got to watch Soldier more closely. Every now and then she would ask me to file some papers away in the file cabinet in the bedroom. She had everything neatly arranged in alphabetical order. I checked under my name just to make sure she wasn't piling up no file on me. I even checked under M for midnight to see if she was holding out information. I needed to have it in my hands. No luck. No foul on me or him. So how did you meet my cousin? I asked her. I was learning how to hit her with the question before she could start hitting me. She stopped writing in her notebook, dropped her pen on the paper, and leaned back in the chair. She looked like she was recalling images in her mind. The loud doorbell rang her mood, broke her mood, and deaded my question. Without her even asking me to get the door, I zipped down the stairs. Lauren was standing there with a big smile on her face. Why didn't you use your key? I asked. I wanted you to come down so you could tell me what's going on up there before I step in the fire and get burnt. Your sister's mad, but she's more worried. If you just limped in, act like you're hurt or like somebody mugged you or something, things will turn out better. We laughed. But get your ass upstairs. I'm tired of doing your work. Ooh, girl, what happened with GS? I want to know everything. Lauren was excited. Shh, I'll tell you when we get in our room. Stay cool. Your sister's right in the living room. I warned her. 1 second after giggling with me, and Lauren was standing in the middle of the living room with tears spilling down her face, looking sorrowful. I only heard the beginning of her story. The voice came out of her mouth wasn't her usual voice. She was talking like she was 7 years old instead of 17. I was mad at you, soldier. What happened? I was mad at you, soldier. What happened? You disappeared at the club. I tried to use the pass you gave me. They wouldn't let me in the VIP room. I didn't get to cash the check you gave me, so I was broke. I didn't have no money for a ride, so I called Fat Fever. Blah, blah, blah. And Laura had reversed it on her sister. Now Soldier was standing there explaining where she went that night and what happened with the passes. I checked it all out. When soldiers noticed me watching the two of them like a tennis match, she took Lauren into her bedroom and their voices faded behind the closed door. And I will be back, y'all, with chapter 15. Bye-bye.